Hey guys, it's Bizarre Individual here, and today I'm going to be doing my anime and manga collection video for you. I don't know how well this is going to go. I may just do each shelf, or I may keep going, just depends on the length of it. But yeah, first off, I'd like to apologize for the lighting. It is in my dining room, so yeah, this is the best that I can get it for now. But yeah, so this is going to be my first take at this, and I think I'm just going to go from shelf to shelf and see how far I go. I may break it into more than one part. I guess we'll just see as we go. But yeah, so this shelf, the back wall, is where I keep all my Shojo and Shonen and my Yaoi collection. This shelf, these two shelves over here, well, this one is my Seinen and Shonen, and then my Seinen and Shonen, like, I try to do like the ongoing ones, and then the ones that are, mostly completed, and then same with my Shojo, this shelf is mostly completed, and then my clamp and my Yaoi, which kind of leaks on down there, and then my ongoing Shonen, or Shojo, sorry. And this is kind of like my overflow of mostly anime. But yeah, so let's just get into the first shelf. So this shelf right here is my Sailor Moon. And I am missing Sailor R, the first part, because I can't get the one without the dust jacket. Can't find it anywhere. And then I know that Sailor Crystal's out. I still need to get Sailor V, but I have all the other manga for it. And then my Revolutionary Girl Utena manga box set. Can't wait to get the anime for that. I had the anime for it, and I found out it was burnt, so I need to rebuy it. So yeah. And then next up, my friend got me those two. She's moving. And then I just framed a postcard that I got from Right Stuff in a Right Stuff order. I really enjoy that. Okay, next is Peach Girl. This series right here is one of my favorites and one of my oldest in my collection. I have probably read this about 4 or 5 times all the way through. I am missing 2 volumes. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I got my stuff stolen like 3 different times, and yeah, this was actually, my parents got rid of some of my volumes as well. So anyway, so I'm trying to replace those, and then I'm excited that I found this, because I was looking for this for a while, Peach Girl Say Story. It's just like an after. It's pretty much, this series is, first she's in love with this, her, main crush that she's had on forever, and then, like the bad boy is after her, and then this she has a change of heart, and she's actually then with the bad boy, so you kind of see his take on things and stuff. And then this is, Sei has a best friend, and I say that in quotes because she, pretty much her best friend is not really best friend, like a friend of me, and is super jealous of her, and then this is just her take on why she's the way that she is. But yeah, and then I also got a couple, I think Japanese volumes of Say Story, which I wish that they would redo this. I know it's like old Tokyo Pop, but Kodansha prints it in this language, so I think Kodansha has the rights to this, so I wish they would even put it out in omnibus. I would definitely rebuy this series, but I just need to order those 2 volumes and have the full thing. Okay, next up, Marmalade Boy. This is a comedy. It's pretty much that chick right there. Sorry, I was rereading it and the bookmark's still in there. But anyways, her parents go on vacation and they meet this other couple, and they just decide to switch partners and all live in a house together. And then they have the other couple has a son, and yeah, you can see where that's going with like romance. That's kind of like her brother. But yeah, so anyways, this is funny. I really need to watch the anime. I've not gotten around to watch the anime. In this one, it's missing. Like, normally it doesn't bother me if stuff's like, if it's, about used and it's missing something, but like, it has like this collage, and I really want to rebuy this one to get the collage inside. If you own it, then you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, this is by the same author, and just letting you know, I am awful with names, so I'm not even going to try to pronounce stuff in this video. But yeah, this is by the same author, so I just put it right next to it. So yeah. Okay, next up. Othello, I was recommended this by one of my exes, and yeah. Next up, Descendants of Darkness. Once I get the anime for this, I might move this down to my Yaoi section, but yeah. Well, it's not really Yaoi, it's like Shonen Ai, but still. Next up, Mars, and then the prequel to it. And this is my first manga series I have ever completed. And then I got this, I think I finished this up at the end of last year, and it's by the same author. Never thought I was going to get it, but I found volume 2 through 8, and I couldn't get 1. It was just randomly sitting on the shelf, so one of those. Okay, let me go down. Don't know how all this is going to work. Okay, I cannot pronounce anything, but there you go, and I absolutely love this artist. My first art book ever. It's Angel Sanctuary art book 2, and I really need to get 1. I wish I just bought it when I saw it out, but I was in high school and broke, so middle school really, but when Borders were still around. But yeah, I have the OVAs right here, all 20 volumes. Proud of myself that I completed this last year. It was in my completion challenge. And then the Chain Saga. And look at this, it's instead of going to volume 5, it's volume 4, part 1, part 2. So I thought that was strange. And then this is after the Chain Saga. It just continues into Godchild. And then, we'll never pronounce this, but there you go. It's just yeah, it doesn't continue, but it's just another series by her. And then another Fairy Cube. And there's a series out called Alice in Murderland by this creator. She writes like gothic horror, and I really want to get it, but each volume is, I want to say like $17 each. So yeah, so is slightly on my list, but one day. Okay, next up, Hot Gimmick. This is also an old one I was collecting around when I was getting Peach Girl. I think it might be the second series that I ever completed. So yeah, I used to think this was like the best, because I haven't, like, this might have been like the, like, third or fourth series I completed, and I used to absolutely love it. And then going back and rereading it, I found out how not unenjoyable it was. I still enjoyed it, but how I did not enjoy the main characters. I really enjoyed, like, around here, there's I really started to enjoy the side characters. So yeah, I haven't read the light novel yet, but yeah. And then I got Tokyo Boys and Girls. Haven't read this yet, but it's by the same author as this. I keep saying that I'm just gonna binge all her work, but yeah, just you know how it is. Never got around to it. And then Honey Nut and volumes 1 through 6, and that went on a hiatus in 2007. And the next, Love Com. Really want to get the anime to this. I got 1 through 17. Happy to own that, because I know some of them are out of print. So yeah, and I think I got them each for $3 each for Christmas like 2 years ago. So yeah. Then it's not really Shojo, but I just stuck it there because it fit. So yeah, I could not get into this series. I really wanted to, because I've seen it around for a while, and I'm really big into, like, demon stories, but it was just really slow moving, and yeah, just can't get into it, but I will reread it at some point. Okay, next up I got the, this is the one before this, by this same author, and I I didn't know I was going to get this series. So it was the same time as I got Lovecom. I literally left the used bookstore with like 200 plus series at once because everything was just on sale. So I saw this and they had these 3 Vizbigs, and I was like, well, I'm never going to go out and get number 1. So they were $8 each. And then I went to the bookstore, and the only one that they had was Volume 1, and they were having that buy 2 get 1 free. So then I got this one for free. So let's just say that's the one that I got for free, and paid for the other 2. But anyways, got this one for free. These were $8, and then I was like, how long is this series? And it finishes in 18 volumes. So I know this is probably going to really irritate people, but... Sorry, my phone's going off and I'm on my phone. There we go. Irritate people, but as long as I have the complete thing, yeah, this doesn't bother me. I'll tell you, like, you'll see where it bothers me, but, yeah, I have the whole thing now, so it's fine, so it doesn't bother me. And then this is the before, and I know there's one after, and this isn't complete, so I do want to complete this, but, yeah. And then this is by the same author too. It's Absolute Boyfriend, and it's just completely different. So I'm looking forward to comparing the two, because that's, fantasy, and then this is just Shojo. And these 2 are by the same people. Punch and Happy, Hustle, High, and I was missing Volume 3 for that series forever, and I remember finally getting it and being excited. Okay, Some Days Dreamers in... Yeah, it is a continuation to a short series that I didn't know about, and I actually just picked that series up, so it's going to be in a haul video, but and I'm really enjoying it, so I cannot wait to dive into Some Days Dreamers. And that's complete for that part. Then next I have a one-shot, Over the Rainbow. Okay. And then on the very bottom shelf is my Fruits Basket and other works by her. This was, I believe, her first published work ever. So excited to dive into that. And I absolutely love Beach Girl. And yeah, this one's kind of weird. I have the first 2 in the big old Tokyo Pop hardcover omnibus, and this series I'm really trying not to rebuy in the new omnibuses, but I really want to. And then I have, just like the little extra one, and then I have volumes 3, and then all the way complete to 23. And I actually bought these individually when I would go literally to this used bookstore and check like once a week. And I finally, the last couple of volumes took forever to find. So I finally grabbed all those. And then these 2, my friend I used to work with got them for me. Sorry about the shadow. Macan. He was my favorite character. But yeah. So he got those for me. He went to 2 different cons, and for 1 year he got this one, and the next year he got this one for me. So that was really nice of him. But yeah. And then next up, Twinkle Star, which I don't think I'm going to be continuing this. I just didn't really like it, but it's by the same author, so I may pick up the next volume if I find it for cheap. But yeah, I found this one for cheap, so that's why I got it. But yeah. So next up, Princess Jellyfish, and shamefully, this is all I have. And I don't know why. I love the series. I talk about the series all the time. I got 1 and 3, and then of course the really short, unfortunate 12 episode, which I really wish it would get a season 2. I'm still hoping, since the manga did so well coming out. And then yeah, I just bought this to support Tokyo coming back around. Didn't technically go out of business, but stopped publishing in America. So, and it's Beauty and the Beast, and this is the Beast portrayal of what happened, and this is Bella's portrayal of what happened. And love Beauty and the Beast, so yeah. Okay, that was shelf 1, and this is the shelf that I call my Shojo trash shelf. But trying to get up without making the camera go all crazy. But yeah, so this one I did kind of do a short clamp video, but I did move everything around and got a lot of new ones, so I'll just go ahead and show it again. That's my X single issue with all the volume 1 to 6. And then my Comaway plush that I have no idea how it appeared in my collection, it just did. And then this is my first, I think my first Japanese volumes of Clamp Augie Veda. And then this is my Chobits. It's the box set with all the manga in it. I just keep that up there because I'm running out of room on my shelves, or I have run out of room on my shelf. Okay, so how am I going to do this with the light and my shadow? I have no idea. Okay, so yeah, I try to organize all the like new, older ones and the just one-shots up here. And if you watch my haul video, this is not by Clamp, it's by an artist that left Clamp. But the art style looks just like Clamp's, and I put it with Clamp. So yeah, and then kind of how I organize it is if I have I first organize it by if I have the Japanese for it, then the anime, then the manga. Slowly go over that shelf. And then this is my X, need to complete X. Favorite anime ever, do not know why I have not completed X. I was just online ordering stuff and I was like filling in gaps and I didn't even look at X. I don't know why I keep forgetting it. I don't know. But, you know, Legal Drug, Legal Drop, and I don't know why they have one more to go. And don't know. Just kind of disappeared. But, yeah, and need to get the second one to this. And keep looking for the OVA. Every single time I go to that used DVD and bookstore, look for the OVA. But need to get the anime for this. I had it, and it got stolen, which I don't really care about that one because it was actually burnt, I found out. So I need to rebuy the anime for this. Really loved it. This is actually a sequel to Chobits. It's like a G-rated Chobits. It's like a battle. It's really entertaining. Didn't think I was going to like it that much. Just thought it was going to be like some cutesy, you know. And I was like, okay, you know, it's cheap. I'll watch it. Hence the burnt. But anyways, and I really enjoyed it. So really need to get on that. Chobits, and the box set is up there. And then I got one of my favorite, called Captor Sakura, the complete series, all I think 70 something episodes. And before I had this was like my substitute. I had some VHSs, and then I found this at a gas station for $5. I think that's the last part, the Final Judgment. So it's just gonna stay in my collection. And then the first movie, which I had to rebuy a couple of times because it keeps getting stolen. Same with the no, that's not what happened. This one I had on VHS, and I had to rebuy that one. And the other one keeps getting stolen. And this is the more expensive one. But, yeah, this is the second movie, which I don't know why no one really talks about this old called. I really enjoy this movie thoroughly. So, yeah. Next up is called Captor Sakura. The first part, the second part, and the old Tokyo Pop. And then this is like the old Tokyo Pop, just 2 random volumes. I just got them for $1. Just thought it was kind of neat. And see, I left space for the new clear card. Yep. These are probably just going to go on top, but yeah. So yeah, next up is my Tsubasa collection. The anime, the OVA collection, I think it's 2 OVAs. Tsubasa, been trying to like read this. I've been reading it and then after starting it over and then slowly making my way through it. And then this one is definitely a different publication, but it's volume 12, so. And then volume, yeah, it completes at volume 28, and there's kind of like a after series in 3 volumes, and it still says to be continued, so, and that's the last one of that series. So then I got the character guide, volume 1, and volume 2, I just put it over here because this is a holic light novel, and they're both the same size, so they look a little bit better. But yeah, and then still have a little bit more Tsubasa. This is the Tsubasa movie, but it also comes with X-Holic, so I put it over here. And then the X-Holic, well, it's really just Holic anime. And then the first 5 omnibuses. I got some of these recently. Happy to add this to my collection. There's 2 more guys, and then there's a series after it. I know it just keeps going. And then these 2 take, these 2 are in the same universe. They take characters from all their other clamp works, but then these 2 are in the same universe, and they travel to different dimensions and stuff, and this is one of the dimensions in this. Yeah, so I actually found a way to explain it, because I'm not judging anyone because I couldn't explain it myself. A lot of times they're like, oh, well, this is linked to this and this and this. The best way to describe it is this they steal characters from all their works and put them in a completely new story, and then this is in the same universe, just a different dimension that they go into. Correct me if you think that you can explain that better, but yeah, definitely let me know. But that's just what I put in my mind. So yeah, next is my really kind of jinky. First off, I really want my Yaoi collection to be a lot better than this, and also the fact that my clamp keeps taking up more shelves, so I had to kind of mix it in with over there, so it's kind of all over the place. But love mode 1 2. Oh, that is really janky and out of place, but it is 1 through 9, and there is 11 volumes altogether. And yeah, so couldn't really get into it, so I'm going to complete this series just because I'm a perfectionist. And then next is Lit Day. These books are kind of pricey online, and ironically the one that's the most pricey I have, so normally that never happens. Normally the only one I don't have is the one that's like $60, but the one that's $60 in this series I have, so I think they're going for about, normal price or $20, so I may get into this. I may read the first 3 volumes or get the 4th volume and then just read 1 through 6 and then slowly collect the other ones. But yeah, My Brother's Husband, volume or omnibus 1, the second one is coming out or is out. I will be picking that up as soon as I see it on the shelf or see it to be actually ordered. I know it's on pre-order, but last time I looked there wasn't a cover, and I know it's safe, but I just don't want to order it if I can't see the cover. I'm weird. But anyways, so I just went ahead and went broke over Love Stage and just got all 7, which I should never do. I've only read the first one. I loved it, but just, I don't know. I'm just so behind. 10 count volumes 1 through 5. Definitely going to be continuing that series. It is hilarious. And the high school life of Fadosh. Still can't pronounce it, and it's really not that hard to pronounce, so I apologize. But I finally learned what that meant. In what was an anime? They were reviewing some anime, and Kiss Him Not Me. There we go. And they explained what that meant, so now I know. But I did know it meant someone that collects yaoi, but yeah. But they just went in more detail. Okay, next is my beloved Gravitation Shelf. The anime and all the 12 volumes of the manga, the 2 light novels, I think the only volume that was published of the next part of the manga, and then the beloved. Haven't watched it yet, so I can't really say beloved, but I've been on a hunt for Gravitation, the OVAs, so yeah, for years now. So I had to get it at a weird angle. Then I have this. And in high school, probably why I was made fun of, but I wore that to high school around my neck. So yeah. And I know this is greedy, and I know this is selfish, but I am just so scared that I'm going to watch Gravitation so much that it stops working. So when I saw it for $20, I double dipped, and I have 2 copies of the DVD, and it's actually in the back behind it. So if that one ever stops working or the other one stops working, I I can still continue to watch it. So yeah, I know that's awful, but oh well. And I feel a little bit selfish for, keeping 2 copies when some people might be looking for it. And I have 2, and they don't have any, but, yeah, it would be okay. So yeah, the next one, this is... I actually thought, when I bought this, that this was Descendants of Darkness. I just got the, cover's confused, and I've always wanted an anime, I just haven't gotten it yet, but I tried with this one, but, yeah, I just put it with my Yaoi. It's like Shonen Ai, but the boys' love doesn't happen until episode 7, just letting everyone know. And then this is, I just got it for cheap, for $2, and, just old, like, 90s style, and it's, subtitled only, but I found it for cheap, and I couldn't pass it up. I've actually gotten better with if I know that I'm not going to watch it or read it, and it's cheap, I still don't get it, so... yeah, but next up, Fake. It's a comedy. It's about cops. It's okay. So it's enjoyable. This one right here, Eerie Query, did not like. Had it in my collection forever, and I just didn't enjoy it. Thought I would. It's not really. I don't even think it should be in this section. Really, I mean it's like body swapping. So. Yeah, same with this one right here, Until the Full Moon, but I did enjoy Until the Full Moon. But it's just body swapping and still liking the same person. This one is only 3 volumes, so that's complete too. So, yeah, most of these are complete, but yeah. These are just 3 one-shots. Another body swapping one. This one's about bye guys, bye friends, so that's hot. But anyways, and then this is just trash. Teacher love, but yeah. Okay, so next. It is only 27 minutes long, and I am almost done with my Shojo shelf, so it's actually going by a lot faster than I thought. So this is my pop / whatever you want to call the Ruby ones, but never thought I would get into pops. I don't really like them, but characters that I really like, and if I find them for cheap, then I get them, and there's a couple now that I want since I started this dangerous collection hobby thing. But I mean, this is all I have, so I thought that was pretty neat. I just got the Sailor Moon ones as I showed because my friend was moving. But yeah, then of course L. You know my obsession with L. I love him. And then my Ruby figures, love them. Definitely want to get more of those. Those are on my list to get. And I just hate how things don't stay in stock in stores. Like, I know that if they don't sell, but like, just try to stay more in stock. Like, a lot of places, once that one sells, then they're never going to replace it. So it just, I don't know, just irritates me, and then I'll see it and I want it, and I could always just order it online, but yeah. And then Jet, which was a present for a friend, but then I stopped talking to them. So yeah, but anyways, if you see this, and yeah, shout out to me. But anyways, Paradise Kiss volumes 1 through 5, and I know that this is going to get on people's nerves, but it just doesn't bother me if it's in a different color. It's an older print, it's out of print. So, and I love this series, love this anime. Wish I could get this anime on DVD, but way out of print. It's really hard to get. So really enjoy the manga. Read this at least once a year. Next up, by the same creator, Nana, whatever you want to say it, 1 through 19. Like I said, this is my ongoing Shojo kind of section. Kind of try to put them together in sections, but yeah, there's 21 volumes, and then it goes on hiatus, so I just need a couple more. But yeah, and then The Wallflower, which I did not enjoy this anime, but I do need to give it another chance, because one of my friends online says she loves it. Taka Prince Yuri, and yeah, so I need to give it another chance. There was just a couple characters that got on my nerves. And then I have volumes 1 through, and I apologize about the shattering, 21, and I think there is 35 volumes. So I don't know if it's out of print or not, but the volumes are still normal price, like $10 online. So once I get kind of caught up, I just made a massive haul of a lot of fillers that I wanted. So hopefully now I can get on track with keeping up with getting like my plan is, I'm gonna make a video on it, but my plan is to get like one shoujo once, like get 5 different volumes, but then I'll just get one of each until I finish one, and then start on the next one. Probably just go by rows, like finish this one, then Skip Beat is still in print and still ongoing, so this is my last priority, even though it's maybe I haven't started yet. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. I read Nana. Love Nana. Love the Wallflower. Wow. The Wallflower movie, by the way, has nothing to do with this manga, but this manga is hilarious, just letting you know. Beautiful artwork. But, yeah. Put that back later. But yeah. But yeah, and then Skip Beat I just haven't started yet. Maybe because of these omnibuses. Like 3-in-1 doesn't really bother me. I got these for cheap. But why I did this was because I actually had the single issues, and then I saw these for cheap, and so I traded in the single issues because I was like, oh, it's just going to be cheaper to get these, because these are online for like, you can probably find them for like $10 each, and that's 3 volumes for like $10 to $15 versus $10 for each volume, or 8 if you're lucky. So I was like, I'm gonna go the cheap route since this series is so long, and then I got those after replacing those, and then I just found these all for $5 each. And yes, I went broke, but I just grabbed all of them because I knew that I would want them. And it's up to 40 and it's ongoing, so yeah. This one's might be a little bit more tricky to find, but I'll leave the price on here. I think I got these for $1 each, and I've wanted to read this series forever, so that was a steal. But I thought I bought all of them, but I am missing some, as you can see. I think it goes all the way up to 18, and I'm missing 19, and then I have 20, and then there's 23 volumes in here. So I'm close, so who knows, I might actually get this before, one of those, just since it's more out of print, and or more likely to go out of print if it isn't out of print, and I'm so close. I don't know, this one is out of print. But there's 18 volumes in there, and I'm missing 16 and 17, so I should have picked those up today if I knew that I only had 2 more to go, but what can I do? Another one that I should have picked up today. I was just literally filling in gaps of the ones that would be easy, but and then there's just 2 more volumes, and this one I just need to get because it's a sore on my eye, because someone told me that there's only 8 volumes. So then I stopped, and I didn't even look for the other 2, and I could have probably got the other 2 when they were in store, but for some odd reason I stopped at 8 thinking that was the last volume, and I actually was buying this when Borders were still in business. So yeah, it was an oldie. It was my after I finished Mars. That was my like Shojo with the bad boy, liking the good girl. That was my replacement for. It's not as good. I know, not saying that, but before I get killed, but it's definitely not as good. But it definitely took its place in a sense of, not as good, but just the same concept. There we go. That was what I was looking for. And Otaman, really want to get into this. There's so many good things, but we just have so many series. But yeah, and then same with this one, so that's why I put it over here. And Library Wars is pretty good, so this is my like to start after I finish all of this. So yeah, and I also have another list, but okay, so then going down, this is kind of like my Tokyo Pop out of print. Definitely would be super hard to get. This one's the one that's still is available to order online. I try to like organize them, but this section is just kind of, it's only thrown together and squished together because I ran out of room on my shelves, not because you know, but if I had another shelf, it would be more organized, I promise. Okay, so I have volumes 1 through 12, missing 10, but spoiler alert, for my haul, I ordered it, so I did fill in that gap. So happy to start that series. Boys Over Flowers 1 through 9. I think the next couple volumes of this online are like going for $30 to $60, so I'll probably never complete that. But I am happy to have 1 through 9. So, and once I watch the anime, I'll be fine. So, on this one, I should have tried to fill in a little bit of a gap, missing 9 and 10. I don't know how many. I think there's like 20 something. So, one day slowly, but I think I got these for $1 each. Been wanting to read it, so it's one of those that I snagged it then. So this is complete. This has like foreshadowing in it. This is Tokyo's new publication that I mean, it came out like over a year ago, but when Tokyo's come back, they rebooted the series in these omnibuses. Don't know how many there were prior, and then there's a light novel. So I think this finishes the story. This is foreshadowing and then light novel, but haven't read it, which is weird because when I got it, I was so excited. I have no idea. I just kind of went to this section, which is a mess. I need to really organize this because I kind of put my Tokyo manhwas that were finished. I kind of put my ongoing Tokyo series that I need to finish, and then my Yaoi kind of got splashed into this. So yeah, this section is a mess. So if I organize it better, I could keep up with it better, what I need, and you know. But the Dreaming, got it for a challenge, and it finishes in 3 volumes. Yeah, finished, and then this finishes. I started this and really enjoyed it, and stopped it for the February manga challenge because it's not technically manga. So I mean, granted, I did fail that challenge with only reading 61 volumes, but instead of like, I think it was 84 volumes. But I just didn't want, just didn't want anyone, if I did finish, to be like, oh, well, you didn't read blah 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 because that's not really manga. So that's why I put that on hold. But when I was reading it, I did really enjoy it, so I definitely would go back to that. It's about these people that go to a con. So yeah, looking forward to reading that. That might be one of my next reads. But yeah, I got so much manga this month already, and I'm reading that, so we'll see. But yeah, this one I thought about getting more online. I think it goes up to 6, and then there's, I think, 2 in the next one. Please let me know. And yeah, my friend gave me this. It's not really manga, but I wish I got the second volume to it, but it was really cheap when I found it. But yeah, oh well. Dragon Knight. My parents wouldn't let me get this. They were super religious when I was living at home, so this is just my attempt to read grab onto whatever I can. It's super out of print and not really willing to spend a lot of money on it. But I have 1 through 3, so that's enough to get into the story and some random volumes. So if I see it, I'll pick it up. If not, oh well. Next one, Soul to Soul Complete. This is a manhwa, and it's on my completion challenge, and I really enjoyed it. So next is another manhwa, and I guess it would still be considered a manhwa, but you let me know. Okay, so when she was working on the same Korean artist, she was working on this series, and halfway through this, she moved to Japan. So she's working on it in Japan. So does that make it manga, or is it still a manhwa, like, because Korean comics? So I mean, just not that it matters, just thought, an interesting topic. I guess she still wrote it in Korean, or I don't know. So if I keep talking, I'm going to sound like I'm uneducated, which I am, so I'm just going to shut up. But this is her first series. It finished in 6 volumes and Tokyo Pop. So yeah, 1 more volume to go. Love this series. Of course, it did have some things I didn't like about it, but it was really enjoyable. And my favorite character in it didn't get that much play. And one of the chicks, she does costume play. She's a she likes to draw manga. Didn't get that much time in it, and yeah, I really wish it could have definitely continued, but not that it took you. I could have read it, you know. But yeah. Anyways, so then she started working on this. So I remember this series going on hiatus when she started working on this, and then I think she went back and finished it. But the last volume published in English was okay. Don't quote me on this, but I think Right Stuff continued this series as best as they could, but or try to keep it around in print because these are like different. That's what I heard that Right Stuff did, but for old Tokyo Pop stuff. But 1 through 12 is all they had in English, and I think there's 25 volumes, but I'll take 1 through 12. So happy to get into a different work by her. And this is I think a fantasy love Middle Ages type tale, and this is just like a drama romance. Then another manhwa. The good thing is I never had trouble saying that word, and as soon as I started making videos, it just slipped my mind. So yeah, this next shelf is all janky and in the dark corner, so I apologize. But yeah, the series, I got some more in a haul video, but in my next haul, but or one more. But the only one I'm missing is $60 online, and I'm not willing to pay that. So I'll probably never get it, so I may start reading it, but yeah, it's a Yaoi. It's just kind of my Yaoi overflow model. 1 through 7 complete. Demon Diary, I heard this was shown in I. Haven't read it yet. 1 through 7 complete. Life. Dark about suicide. Didn't really like it. Crazy love story. Want to get more of it. Out of print, so may never get more of it. This one I enjoyed. It's out of print. They didn't print that much in English. The Never Give Up. Just nostalgic. I had the first volume and it got water damage, so I rebought it. Rebought 1 through 5, and there's 1 through 8 in English, and then I think there's I don't know how many in Japanese, but they stopped printing it after 8. So this is this was the last series that I got before I stopped collecting for years. So yeah, so just nostalgia. This is a newer series. Haven't read it and do not know why Volume 5 is backwards, but like I said, this shelf was just kind of thrown together. But yeah, I want to read that. I kind of shown an eye, but I'll classify what I want to put in my collection once I can actually have a shelf for my BL, then that I'll decide if it goes with it or not after I read it. But next is Antique Bakery, and the only reason why I got these was because I thought that it finished. Someone told me it finished in 2 volumes, and it did not. It finishes in 4, and I wouldn't have bought these because they're in horrible condition. And the only reason I put up with them being in horrible condition is because it was complete. I know that sounds bad, but like, I was like, okay, well, they're cheaper. I don't have to, buy anymore because it's complete. So, and then my lesbian experience, it's not really, but I kind of wanted to put it with my Yuri shelf, but I don't really have any Yuri, so it's just going to go right here. Not that it's really Yuri, it's more of her experience, my lesbian experience. And next book comes out, we'll definitely be getting it. This one, comedy, at least the one that I read of it. This one my friend lent to me and then just said to keep it because it's the only one he had. Banana Fish. Slowly but surely getting these after volume 7. They're expensive, so don't know. There's an anime coming out, so fingers crossed that they'll take the hint and republish these. And I like the pulp. I don't know. It's an old publication of Viz, but it's like adult themed. Really enjoy it, but then a random 13 in a different publication. I think that's, I don't know. But yeah, so this video is 44 minutes long. I hope you enjoyed what you watched of it, and I think I'm going to take a break, and that is most of my Shojo, and yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.